Alliance, you're a fight!
remembers. That world will cease to be. Reminds me when I first started smithing.
You again? Didn't I see you in Raven Rock? You refer to the tomes of esoteric knowledge that old Hermaeus Mora has scattered throughout the world? Is this somehow connected to your search for Mira? Have you? The actual Arcana Infinium, that's... I've searched for it myself for many years, without success. Well then, you should know better than anyone that Hermaeus Mora is not to be trifled with. But he is subtler than most of the other Daedric princes, as you would expect of the Prince of Knowledge and Fate. You seem to have escaped the fate of many who find themselves ensnared forever by the law of his secrets. Or perhaps not. You didn't know? I thought it was obvious. Hermaeus Mora has always tried to seduce mortals into his service with the law of forbidden knowledge. Where the Black Books actually came from, no one really knows. Some appear to have been written far in the past. Others might be from the future. Apparently, time is more malleable if you're the Daedric Prince of Fate and Destiny. Found one? Yes. And you read it too, didn't you? Don't try to deny it. You've got the look. I can see it now. Dangerous knowledge is still knowledge and therefore useful. Usually turns out to be the most useful, in my experience. Now that is a dangerous path indeed. Hermaeus Mora gives nothing away for free. You may end up like Mirak, of course. Too power-mad Dragonborn. It could be very interesting. Oh yes, they're not hard to locate once you know how to look for them. I have one here that I've been using to locate more. Yes, I haven't been idle while this fascinating madness engulfed Solstheim. But my book isn't what you're looking for. I'm quite sure it is unconnected with this Mirak. But I do know where to find a black book that can help you. Yes, I do. I haven't been able to get it, though. But maybe together we can unlock the secrets that Dwemer left behind. Forbidden knowledge was somewhat of a specialty of the dwarves, eh? You don't think they would just leave it alone, do you? It seems the ancient Dwemer discovered this book and took it to study. I found their reading room in the ruins of Nachardak. The book is there, but it's sealed in a protective case, which I wasn't able to open. But perhaps the two of us together will be able to get at the book. To Nachardak, then. Follow me.
I'm no fan of the sun. It'd be better than this.
Dwemer certainly knew how to build for the ages. These towers have outlasted their creators by millennia. The book is housed inside that dome. I'll need to unlock the door for us. Let's get on with it.
This must be that beautiful
The Dwemer of the
weather
Charter
I was about.
Luckily, I found it to operate it inside on my last visit. I sealed the door and I left to keep out ignorant meddlers. Let me unlock it. So tantalizingly close. But trust me, no magic will open that. I'd have had the book already if it could. No, we'll have to do this the hard way. If we can restore the steam supply to this room, I'm certain I can open it. As you'll see, that's easier said than done. This way to the boilers. The city of 100 towns. In its day, it was the largest of the great Dwemer archives, and perhaps the most advanced. In the old stories, when the Nords came to conquer it, it said the Dwemer submerged the entire city beneath the sea until the invaders gave up. I have my doubts, but the city was a marvel of Dwemer engineering, now reduced to this. As you can see, most of the lower levels of the city are flooded, but it isn't hopeless. The old Dwemer pumps still seem to work. Watch. But the pumps only operate when a cube is in the pedestal. Now, unfortunately, we only have one cube. These 4 boilers provide steam to the room upstairs. They're shut down, but they still respond to the control cubes. So, if we can find 4 more cubes, we can turn these boilers back on and restore steam power to the room upstairs. Then I should be able to open the book's protective case. Bring that cube. We'll need it. Here we are. This device shows the location of 4 more cubes in this section of the city. It looks like most of the cubes were moved to the lower levels, perhaps to try to control the flooding before the city was abandoned. Interesting. That would suggest that the city must have originally sunk during the first cataclysm of Red Mountain. Or that the Dwemer's servitors continue to try to preserve the city after their creators disappeared. These must be great workshops of Lachara. In the city's days of glory, it was a... to be able to assemble a complete apocalypse in a single day. Much of the Dwemer's army in the Battle of Red Mountain must have come... What? Stop! The water. We'll have to be careful. Yes, that must be the pump activator up there. How to reach it? Well, that's progress of a sort, but we'll need all three down at once.
Do you need something?
What? Now! We'll need to get all three of these bridges down in order to reach the pump control. That was easier than I expected. Glad you were here to do all the hard work. Now we can finally see about getting those boilers started.
As I told, when I gave you the Alchema Infinium, your free will an illusion. Why would you be? This is Apocrypha, where all knowledge is sate your thirst for knowledge in the endless stacks of my library. If you tire of the search, read your book again. What? Return to your mortal life. For a time, the learner of Apocrypha will go back. It is your fate. You thought to reject me, and yet here you are. Your journey towards enlightenment has led you to my realm, as I knew it would. You have entered my realm. You have sought out the forbidden knowledge that only one other has obtained. You are dragonborn, like Mirak before you, a seeker of knowledge and power. No. Look around you. have done nothing here on your own. You could spend 100 lifetimes searching my library. You will never find what you seek. I know what you want. To use your power as Dragonborn, to bend the world to your will. Here then is the knowledge you need, although you did not know you needed it. The second word of power. Use it to bend the wills of mortals to your purpose. But this is not enough. Mirak knows the final word of power. Without that, you cannot hope to surpass him. Mirak served me well, and he was rewarded. I can grant you the same power as he wields, but all knowledge has its price. Even dragons submit to Mirak's voice. Without that power, you cannot face him. So say I, Hermaeus Mora, master of the tides of fate. Knowledge for knowledge. The Scar have withheld their secrets from me for many long years. The time has come for this knowledge to be added to my library. I know you will. And then I will give you the knowledge that you seek. Send the Scar Shaman to me. He holds the secrets that will be mine.
What happened? What did you see? Different people have very different experiences when reading these books. You're still acting surprisingly sane, too. What did he have to say? He must have wanted something from you. What secrets could they have worth keeping from old Mora? Sounds like a bargain to me. Hermaeus Mora learned some fascinating new ways to skin a hawker, and you become the second most powerful dragonborn that ever lived. Well, that gives me a lot to think about. I need to get back to Tel Mithrin. I have some ideas about how to locate more of these black books.
Where'd you come from? Dior, you must be calm. I'm sure there's a good reason Baldur left us.
Something isn't right, Fenari. I feel it in my bones and I smell it in the air. The
Don't
ash
worry
from the
yourself
Red
over
Mountain
nothing,
has made the
Dior.
land
Do
sick.
you want a head full of grey hairs before you've seen Fancy Winter?
So the dragons have returned. Well, Hermaeus Mora. Old Herma Mora himself. So he is the source of Mirak's power. Of course. We have many tales of Herma Mora trying to trick us into giving up our secrets to him. And now he comes again for what we have long kept from him. So it falls to me to be the one to give up the secrets to our ancient enemy. I do not know if I have the strength to face him. The Tree Stone is still corrupted. The land is still out of balance. But with the other 5 restored, it may be enough. It will have to be. Yes. The Skal also tell of the day when we must finally give up our secrets. When Herma Mora finally wins. As shaman, it is my duty to guard these secrets, but also to decide when it is necessary to give them up. I believe that time is now. If I am wrong, may my ancestors forgive me. Give me the book. I will read it and speak to old Herma Mora myself. I will make sure he lives up to his part of the bargain. That is my hope as well. I am trusting that you will make this sacrifice worthwhile.
Father, you must not do this. That book is wrong, evil, against everything you have taught me my whole life.
Let's get indoors. Or in a cave. Anywhere, just out of this.
Source time forever from Mirak's shadow. There comes a time when everything must change. Nothing that lives remains the same forever. Do not fear for me, my daughter. This is the destiny that the Old Maker has laid out for me.
I stand beside you, Father, as always.
I am ready for whatever the foul master of this book has in store for me.
The Skal yield up their secrets to me.
Father! No, stop!
I won't not for you.
Do something!
Dragonborn, you have delivered me the gift I requested. In return, I'll keep my promise as befits a Prince of Oblivion. I give you the word of power that you need to challenge Mirak. You will be either a worthy opponent or his successor, as the tides of fate decree.
Father! What have you done? Do not let his death be for nothing. Go! My father sacrificed himself so you could destroy Mirak and lift his masters. shadow from... And... Go then! Kill Mirak! Do not fail.
What was that?
What was...
Where'd you come from? I knew I heard something. I promise I'll kill you quickly.
That's it.
There's someone there.
I knew it.
Time to die. Who's there?
Nordic ruins, even older than I am.
These are dark times. How will we get through them without Storm to guide us? Leave us now. Leave us now.
Make sure that you save some wood from the pile.
What for?
Stand on your guard.
Who's there?
What was that?
I heard something. You'll remember how to fight. Teamwork right there.
I said to leave me be.
Cretius, last time you explored the mine, you almost fell to your death. I'm not spending the rest of my days as a widow.
And who in the blazes are you? Can't you see I'm busy? Why should I tell you? I don't even know who you are. Maybe. Been difficult trusting people lately. They think I'm crazy. But mark my words, these mines hold a secret that could put Raven Rock back on the map. A secret the East Empire Company swept under the rug 2 centuries ago. It killed my great-grandfather and left Raven Rock with a worthless and tainted mine. You never heard of them? They're the largest trading company in Tamriel, originally chartered by the Emperor of Cyrodiil himself. Gratian Kyrelius. He spent his entire life exploring ancient ruins across Tamriel, and he died in these very mines almost 200 years ago. The East Empire Company called it a terrible accident, claiming that he was lost in a rockfall, but I know better. My wife and I were cleaning out our home, and we came across some of my great-grandfather's things locked in an old chest. I found an unsent letter he'd written to the East Empire Company, and a key. It describes a discovery that was made in the mine by some of the diggers. They wanted Gratian to take a closer look. The East Empire Company must have felt it was of great value, as they locked that section of the mine off from everyone else. It is. Well, I assume it is. I haven't been able to find the entrance. Finally, someone who believes me. I'm telling you, there's something big down there. Something that the East Empire Company wanted to hide from everyone. Look, my wife nags that I'm too old to go traipsing around these mines chasing my story. Time's my enemy. It's caught up with me before I could find the answers that I'm looking for. I do. I want to know what happened to Gratian, and what the East Empire Company is keeping from all of us. Gratian kept a journal of notes about his discoveries. If you can find his remains, I'm hoping it will help. Here's everything I have. The letter, the key. Please, do this for me, so I can finally regain the respect that I've lost. Be careful down there. The mine... can be treacherous.
Why you're leading Cretius on, I'll never understand.
I think I see why now.
Why you're leading Cretius on, I'll never understand.
Where'd you come from?
trust you're not planning any trouble. What can I do
You're
for you,
back.
friend?
Let me see that. Huh, I knew it. Gratian's death wasn't because of a rockfall. It was just a story to keep people away from the tombs. Now that I have his journal in hand, I can get some closure from the East Empire Company. Make them pay for lying to everyone. Thank you. Now, I believe I owe you a little more than a debt of gratitude for all that work you did. Here, it's not much, but it's the best an old retired miner can do. Mark my words. There was a time...
I've been looking for you. Got something I'm supposed to deliver. Your hands only. Let's see here. Got this from a pretty excited looking... Looks like that's it. Got to go.
I'm no fan of the sun.
Oh, this isn't good. We only got a little ways in when something managed to wake up the Draugr. Before I could blink, all the miners were dead, and I was next in line. Don't think anyone else made it out alive. This is what I get for skimping on labor. Well, unless you want to deal with the Draugr, this whole little venture of ours is over. Might be over either way. It looked like a dead end before the place started crawling. We could have missed something, though. I don't know. Any luck? Well, that's a start. Unless there's some way past that dead end, though, we're still stuck here.
This must be that beautiful Skyrim weather I've always
Any
heard of.
luck? Well, that's a start. Unless there's some way past that dead end, though, we're still stuck here.
This is gorgeous. I'm glad you're here with me.
Any luck? Well, perhaps there's some hope for us yet. Now, I have to go recruit some more miners. It won't be easy, seeing as none of their friends came back from the first attempt. We'll have to sweeten the pot a bit this time. I think I'll need, say, 2,000 septums to hire replacements. I never get tired of that sound. It'll take me a few days to dig up some more laborers, but swing back when you get a chance. See how we're doing.
I don't think you belong. Yes, I'm trying to summon an Ash Guardian. Just having trouble deciphering Master Neloth's handwriting. I don't mean to be rude, but I need to concentrate. Another order. No, etheric order. I think that's right.
It's as if Tel Mithrin is cursed. Spoiled food, ash spawn attacks, my servants constantly getting sick. What? I do have a new spell I'm working on. I hope to be able to conjure ash spawn. If I could get a sample of ash from an ash spawn, that would be quite useful. I've made this special tool that will extract... Well, you don't need to know the details. Just go harvest a sample. Of course, the creature will have to be dead first, but I trust that's something you can bring about. Now, where did I put... Oh!
You've got to help me. I conjured an Ash Guardian and now it's running amok. Thank you. Hurry. I'll keep Master Neloth distracted.
Who's there? Is someone there?
We don't get Tel Mithrin. It's the home of Master Neloth. You may have heard of him. He's a famous Telvanni wizard. No, Talvis is his apprentice. I'm his steward. I manage the day-to-day affairs of Tel Mithrin. In Morrowind, the Telvanni grow buildings from special fungus spores. Master Neloth grew one here to be his home. Don't ask me how.
All right then.
Have you dealt with the Ash Guardian? What a relief. Master Neloth surely would have punished me had he found out. I can't pay you, but I could teach you the Ash Guardian spell. Although maybe that doesn't sound like a good idea to you after this. I do have a staff I could give you instead, if you think the Ash Guardian spell is too risky. All right. But remember, don't cast this without a Heartstone. Otherwise, the Guardian will attack everyone, including you. That's right. Don't be like me and have to learn the hard way. Here's the spell tome and a Heartstone so you can try it safely. Until next time. Master, you promised to teach me a new conjuration spell. That's important.
I'm sorry to bother you, but Second Councillor Rano asked me to come find you. He said it's quite urgent. All he wanted me to do is track you down and send you to him. Look, this is important. Even more important than wiping out the ash spawn. Please, go speak to the Second Councillor as soon as possible.
Son.
I can't believe you found a way to reopen the mine.
Thank you for coming. After everything you've already done for Raven Rock, I hate to ask for more, but I can't risk Councillor Morvayn being killed. The Ulan family of House Lalu, a rival great house, has placed a death mark on the Councillor's head. It's a private matter. Let's just say they seek revenge for the execution of one of their own, ordered by Councillor Morvayn himself. The problem is I don't have any solid proof that anyone from House Lalu is hidden among us. Only my suspicions. It may be justified, but it certainly isn't appreciated. Councillor Morvayn simply feels that I'm being paranoid. I'm afraid that one day I'll awaken and discover him dead. And I don't want it to come to that. I do. I've received some information from my sources that there could be elements of Ulan's house, House Lalu, already in Raven Rock. Raven Rock is a small settlement, so it's hard to accomplish anything in secret. If any of them is from House Lalu, I wouldn't be able to make a move without them knowing. I had a feeling you'd be willing to listen to me. I need you to start out by being my eyes and ears. Search Raven Rock and see if you can root out these traitors. The best place to start would be Geldis Sadri, over at the Retching Netch Corner Club. If he provides you any leads, check them out before bringing them to my attention. I can't afford to make any mistakes. Don't worry. You can trust Geldis.
Welcome to the Retching Netch... Well, well, Adril's got himself a spy, does he? Azura knows he needs all the help he can get. He's been chasing the Ulans for years now. No, I just think he's going about this the wrong way. Actually, I do. If you want to catch those slippery slaughterfish, you need to let them come to you. There's an Ulan ancestral tomb near the temple. Someone's been leaving ash yam offerings on the altar inside. If you were to wait inside for whomever that is, I'm betting they'll have some of the answers you're looking for. What makes you think I have it? Anytime Adril and the Redoran Guard made a move, the Ulans must have been one step ahead and didn't show up. You can thank me if it works. Until then, I'd head to the tomb and wait until your visitor shows up. Come back if you're feeling thirsty. I'll set you up right.
If it wasn't for the bulwark, we'd be digging...
Excuse me. I didn't realize there was anyone else here. I presume the same thing you're doing, leaving an offering for the departed. Forgive my surprise. It's just that I wouldn't expect that sort of behavior from someone who isn't Dunmer. Since there aren't any Ulans left on this island, I've taken it upon myself to leave the traditional offering in their stead. What do you mean? I thought I was clear. I'm simply honoring a fellow departed Dunmer. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'd like to meditate a bit.
I hope Geldis proved useful. Tell us you. Are you sure? So Geldis' plan worked, eh? Every time we tried it, no one would ever show up. If Telesul's involved in any sort of plot to harm Councillor Morvain, I'm going to need hard evidence to prove it. I'm not kicking down anyone's door until I have solid evidence in hand. If you're wrong about Telesul, things would quickly go downhill around here, and the real culprits might slip away. I can't afford for that to happen. If you have evidence and it places your life in peril, I would expect you to do whatever you must to keep yourself alive. Here, this key should open the front door of the manor in case they've locked it. Good luck. Be careful. The Severans have betrayed us.
Watch it, please.
Come on.
I think we might have a visitor.
You're in. Yeah.
Watch it, please.
I won't allow you.
Did you find any evidence at Severin Manor yet? Then we finally have them. All that remains now is chasing them down and bringing them to justice. Good. I'm going to send 2 of the best Rerenn guard we have to take them down. I want you to assist them any way you can.
These hands were made for bending steel, not mending bone.
See that you do. We can't afford to let these traitors slip away. Ashfallow citadel's been abandoned for a long time.
Where'd you come?
Is someone there? I knew it!
I knew I heard something.
Azura curse you!
Someone there?
Yarma, guide me.
bad time to get lost.
You lost?
Well, what happened? Were you able to track down Vendel? Out with it! Then, it's finally over. What of the Reverend Guard I sent to assist you? Damn it. I was hoping to protect our people by sending them, not end up with casualties. To think that Vendel would stoop so low as to hire those fetchers. I'm glad you killed him. Wonderful. Simply wonderful. Councillor Morvain will be quite pleased when he hears about this. Follow me, and I'll take you to the Councillor so you can speak to him yourself. Excuse me, Councillor Morvain. I have some wonderful news.
Adriel, I haven't seen a smile on your face like that in a long time.
This visitor has single-handedly dealt with a threat that could have ended your life. Vendel, Telesue, and Miri Severin weren't who they appeared to be. I'm afraid they were here to avenge Villa Ulen's death.
Vendel? But he's done so much for Raven Rock. How could this be possible?
They did it to gain our confidence, Councillor. They had us all fooled. I should have been more vigilant. I'm sorry.
Don't say that. It's not your fault, old friend. And you, step forward. What you've done for me, for all of Raven Rock, goes far beyond what I would have expected from a traveler to our town. For this, you have my deepest gratitude. Now, I'm certain Adriel was prepared to reward you appropriately for everything you've done. However, since a bit of coin hardly seems like enough, I've decided to provide something more substantial. Since the Severin family, or whoever they were, turned out to be criminals, their property is now forfeit. As Councillor, I hereby award you Severin Manor, and everything contained within. You've earned your citizenship here, and I hope you'll consider staying with us as a member of our community.
Can't thank you enough for reopening the Ebony Mines. You've brought light to the darkness, my friend.
The mines are open and the ebony has begun to flow.
You succeeded where I failed. Assisting the Reverend Guard. Ash spawn attacks has earned quite the reputation. Keep it up.
This must be that beautiful Skyrim weather I've always heard about.
stop. Whatever.
These are dark times. Leave us now.
Swallow the sun. Like it did Storm?
What does it mean? What was that?
Hey, watch it!
I have some more.
We've got a crew on... There... Not sharp, but...
Come back soon. See what they're doing.
We've got a crew on it. They're not sharp, but they're working hard.
Come back soon. See how they're doing.
It was always tough to avoid these.
carry you to Mira. Mirak is strong. He knew you would come here. As you command. Move him, Grief. Did you think to escape me, Mirak? You can hide nothing from me here. No matter. I then you drag us aboard to serve me.
May he be rewarded for his service, as I am.
Mira harbored fantasies of rebellion against me. You're an example. Serve me faithfully, and you will continue to be richly rewarded.
We've got a crew on it. They're not sharp, but they're working hard. Come back soon. See how we do.
I am in no mood to talk, Gauss. It is Baldur Ironshaper. As our only smith, Baldur is very important to the village. I do not remember Baldur acting strangely. Although now that you ask, I did see something in the woods on the day he disappeared. I saw two elves in the far distance dragging something behind them. Hunters often visit our land, so I thought little of it.
Brave and have the heart.
South and west. If your road takes you, perhaps you could search for any sign of Baldur.
I fear what would have happened if you hadn't freed us.
The ash from the Red Mountain has made the land sick.
My son and I gather items to trade with.
My mother was Skull, but she left the village and I was born in Skyrim.
I'm the leader of the Skal, but it's the Allmaker who truly protects and provides.
I can feel it. The tree stone is free again. The oneness of the land is restored. Does that mean... is it over? Is Mirak defeated? It was Mirak who threatened Solstein. With him gone, Her Memora has been foiled once again. Tell me though, my father's death, was it necessary? Was there no other way to destroy Mirak? I know. The Skal will not forget this. Storn's death will become another of the many tales of Her Memora's treachery.
My mother was but she left the village and I was born in Skyrim.
This is